What's going on, YouTube? Claic Yuzolt back again with another Final Fantasy Brave Exvius video, and we're going to go ahead and take a look at, we have halfway through our results of which unit is going to win the FFBE Unit Popularity Poll 2022, and then we're going to talk about what I kind of want that unit to be like. Now, we're not saying that unit is going to win 100%, but if we go ahead and head over here to Twitter, you can see that the official FFBE post has said these are the results as of the January 27th. So we have Chizuru coming in at number 1, Veritas of the Frost / Gilgamesh number 2, Hyo, Xeno, and then Ayaka. So honestly, there are a few things here that are standing out to me that I didn't think would be at the top after looking over Reddit and things like that. First being Veritas of the Frost. Now, Veritas of the Frost, very cool. Gilgamesh, obviously huge. However, I didn't see that as a unit somebody would want to have be remade, and it looks like a lot of people are into that. The next one would have been Xeno. I can't believe Xeno's here. I do remember Xeno and Hyo. They're kind of like, Xeno was like a global exclusive that was huge in power, so possibly that is why they got voted up to this point, Xeno. But I can understand Chizuru, Hyo, and Ayaka. Now, let me give you guys a background story on Chizuru. Chizuru, for me, was my initial first ever getting into mobile games, getting into Final Fantasy Brave Exvius. The banner was Chizuru, Kefka, X-Death, okay? And when I first got into FFBE, this before I streamed it, made videos, before you guys even knew anything about me, I was learning how to reroll. I never knew how to reroll, didn't know anything about that. So Chizuru was the unit to go for, obviously, with the barrage meta, things like that. And I was just learning it. And I didn't know how to reroll, so what I ended up having to do was I would go through the entire tutorial, do one summon. I'm talking one single summon. If I didn't get Chizuru, which was a 4-star at the time, so really not that hard, I guess, but, on the banner I had 2 other units. I guess it wasn't the best of odds. I would do one summon only, not a 10 pull, one single summon. Wouldn't get Chizuru, I would start the app over. So if you guys can imagine me starting out in FFB, my first ever time playing the game, I re-rolled probably hundreds of times just to get Chizuru. And after seeing these popularity results, I can definitely see why the community want Chizuru back. Because one, she's an awesome, let's go over here to the actual popularity poll, and we got to talk about that too. She's an awesome katana wielding, samurai girl. And she is what really was the go-to damage dealer before, the chaining meta came, where you would actually have to chain abilities, and it was made like the game kind of fell into its chaining ways. Chizuru and Barrage was the way to go. So I hope that Chizuru ends up winning at this point. Now, your favorite unit like mine, Wilhelm did not end up even making it in the top 5. So, sadly, I think the dream of having an awesome tank, maybe even a healer Wilhelm, which would have been cool. I've been begging for a tanky, strong, muscly healer for a while, and they won't give it to me. But it's probably dead at this point. I think a lot of people are going to just feed into the top 5 and try to get theirs going. I don't know how far behind these other units are, right? They didn't give us the exact amount that each one is winning by, or how many votes they exactly have. Just gave us that. But if Chizuru wins, I hope that her chaining ability, something along the lines of Barrage Plus or Barrage, Omega or something like that, just to pay homage to the community and what we used to have to do. It would just be very nostalgic to see the way you use Chizuru in the game, to have her have some kind of barrage ability. And you guys can let me know in the comments below if you think that's pretty cool. And then moving on down to the rest of them, another thing about this list is it's all damage dealers besides Ayaka, right? People love their damage dealers, and I can't blame them. That's the way you get things done. They're flashy, they're cool. I would like Ayaka to win as well, and see what kind of flare and flash they put on her. Again, she was even brought into, at the beginning, the War of the Visions, right? The other FFBE game. And so she is a staple as well into the game. And not to say Hyo or Xeno, they're not. I mean, these guys were great for the game. But I think if I had to pick out of the top 5, the 2 I would rather win. And then there's Veritas of the Frost / Gilgamesh. Also, just, I love that they put the art of these awesome boss animation instead of the in-game things, because this looks way cooler. I mean, maybe it'll make you catch your eye, maybe you click on that. And then there's at the bottom of the beta star. I just think that if I had to pick between the top 5 that are out right now, right, and I had to vote, I'm gonna be voting for Chizuru, because I think it would be cool and a lot of people would appreciate. First off, they love Chizuru, obviously the results are showing that, but having Barrage in her kit and that's what you use would be awesome. And then next up being Ayaka, I think that would be amazing as well. You know what I mean? Just having one of these two staples just win it. That's gonna be my personal choice. Obviously, you guys can let me know in the comments how you guys feel. Again, I want to thank Square Enix and Amazon for sponsoring this video. This is sponsored by Amazon and Square Enix. If you guys need to get some, you know, maybe a little bit of Lapis, maybe some Vizior and War of the Visions, use the link down below. Click on it to, you know, buy some Amazon coins. Great way for you guys to save. Another thing I want to point out is we've already reached the goals for hitting these votes. And I think we really shattered it and knocked it out of the park. And we normally do that when it comes to FFBE. And people are voting. This is something they feel a part of. They feel good about. So this is always good campaigns. I hope they had a little bit more. They normally are like, hey, you guys did great. Let's add a little bit more. Let's make it over like 200,000. It's over 9,000. Anyway, so like if they can make it a little bit higher, give us maybe a guaranteed NV ticket or something. You know, something a little spicy. That'd be nice, Square Enix, if you're watching this video. You know, just make it a little spicy, make us want it a little bit more. Again, keep your votes going. You can vote daily. And again, I'm going to be going for Chizuru myself out of the top 5. I think if I had to choose, Chizuru Ayaka is where I want to go. But hopefully you guys had the best of luck summoning for Chow. Good boy Chow is out right now. And thank you guys for sticking with me through all of this. It's been fun. As always, FFBE going all the way back to the beginning with Chizuru when I started out. What a bunch of years it's been making this content for you. So if you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below who you hope to win. If there is a dark horse like Wilhelm for me that you hope makes it out to the top before this thing ends, let me know. Subscribe for future content, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.